I believe 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Visual Thursdays with yours truly, anime fan Arcade2K. Last time we skipped into the Emmy route, and we're going to continue to do that. We are playing Katawa Shoujo for the first time on the new computer, so hopefully everything works, more or less. Alright. Let's get this started, right? Next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though. Festival as well. From my window, I can already see people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low-quality food. Throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. Why didn't Twitter tag like this? What do you mean? There'll be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. Okay, skip this. Yeah, we've already seen this Kenji scene, guys. I remember it was pretty lengthy. But the dialogue changed towards the end. I wonder. I'm kind of hungry, but I made this deal that I tried to take better care of myself. Be healthier, you know? Oh, nice, Tom. Congrats. Don't know if I should steer clear of the takoyaki or head straight in. Deal? Sounds ominous. So what are you getting in return? Nothing, I guess? It's not that kind of deal. You know Emmy from our year? Kind of agreed to watch each other's backs and... Aye! Rip headphone users there, right there. Shrill scream and expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. Her? You sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you were dealing with? It's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for the complete submission of everything that is manly. Can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. It's festival too, so it's one of their ploys. Fingers the scarf nervously, faster and faster. And he's trying to start a fire, then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. I'm going to have to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of it myself so that I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. So, apparently, Emmy hospitalizes people. You know, that happens, I guess. It's kind of unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? Got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short, too. Can have it finished in a day. But would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be. But I suppose that would probably be a better idea to head outside. See the festival. Try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, should I at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week? Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. Still keep dying? Please don't die. It's almost lunchtime. At least grab something from one of the stalls outside. Oh man, there's a lot of people outside. Alright, can I skip this portion? Nope, this is all brand new. Soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot. The ones that can't stop staring, behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them. At the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? Wave of something like disgust sweeps over me. Guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. Ellipses. Push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn my guts like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land where I can get some lunch. Dude, I didn't even get dinner. I might have... should have planned for that. Oops. That's what happens, man. Oh no, social interactions. It's getting my order. I'm just getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Hey! What the hell are you doing? Having break or lunch? Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch. Honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. The hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast! Yay, alive. Well, what happened to it being your lunch? That's my... whatever, it's my food! And he places her hand on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious of your health, Isao. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is. Mostly. All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. Ugh. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? Girl's got a point, of course. I'm not about to concede it. After all, I just bought this food. I'm like, yo, I want to eat. It's not that bad of heart. Certainly, you can handle a little grease now and again. Yeah, sure. Handle a little running just fine, too. Emmy! Look at that face. That face like, nah, we got you. Yeah, nah, not happening, not happening. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe. But if you're sleeping the day away all the time... A devious look suddenly crossed her face. Of course. If you've been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Hey! I had a pretty eventful week that I might or might not have skipped through, you know? For example, I almost died! And there was a lot of meeting people, and that was on a roof for a while. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know? A little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercise. Like running in the mornings. You know, she's got a point, like, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not a big, yo, let's go running first thing in the mornings type. But, you know, she got a point. Little near-death experience doesn't kill you, builds character, you know? I read Calvin and Hobbes comics, I know. She nods as if something important has just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the error of your ways and are willing to adhere to my routine, right? I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies. You know, you'd already convinced me yesterday that this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Not that you did a good job being convinced. Great Nature's an excellent name. It's about nature that's great. Toads, guys. That's how Bermuda Triangle best. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering up something grossly unhealthy. But delicious! But delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Like staying alive? Eating is fine! Wait, what? Yo, I am 100% going to watch a Bermuda Triangle anime, that's swearing. Why wouldn't I? If Emmy weren't here browbeating me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. Some question springs to my mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in my well-being? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figure you don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Starts tomorrow? Oh, Friday's gonna be a good day. Ha 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 ha. Me watching cute girls doing cute things in the animes. Am I trying to kill him again by running? Yeah. She likes you. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, that sounds... fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning, then? Figure that ends the conversation, so I turn to leave. Not so fast! Feel a hand on my collar, and in a second I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be rough! What do you want now? I mean, looks almost wounded by my annoyed question. Thought you used the company. Her eyes narrow. Besides, we were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentions it, that would have been a really good idea. I was not. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little... The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm a danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to be healthier, and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I knew it! Can't be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you. This whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine what passerby think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. I actually don't even know the name of the anime series. I'm just gonna watch it, yeah. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by her mural. So let's do that. Confess, I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself. So again, I consider there are worse fates. Give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. Take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't! It'll be all my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. Bermuda Triangle colorful pastrami? Yo, that's pastrami in the name? Dude. I'm gonna get a sandwich and eat and watch it. Oh, so if it's a Saturday, so it's probably gonna... Does it drop Saturday on Crunchyroll, or does it air Saturday and then we'll probably have to watch like Sunday or something? Nah, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. See? It's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state. She hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin. Oh, it's you. Pass straight. I know. Colorful pastrami sounds really funny. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Rin. I brought you Sal along because he's going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You prefer colorful? Everyone's colorful pastrami. Hey, if Crunchyroll localized it like that, not my fault. And to be fair, I spell color with a U or without a U, depending on who I'm talking to. Be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. Feel compelled to say something. Yo, it's not my fault, it's you fault. Spell colorful with a U? Good. Oh, actually, that makes sense because a lot of Asian countries use the British English standard. So they will actually use correct spelling for a lot of the words. Looks pretty good. Still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. Seems almost resigned to it. Not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. Colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me almost feel sleepy. Try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well. Sure, it's in there somewhere. That's abstract. Probably cuboid more? My feet start to hurt, but Rin doesn't seem to incline to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course. Can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Rin nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't think they care. Whoever they are. As we head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. Raw! Fried! No, I better not. Pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. Find a nice spot in the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I've wound up paying for all the food. Wait, what? Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat, and Rin stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. Finish my meal first and lay back on the grass. Emmy glanced up from her food. Tired yourself? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, they'd slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You'd better be there. Or else. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident and your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. A plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty. I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. Anyway, I'm gonna start running tomorrow, right? You gotta love the next stream. See, wow! Way to downplay this current stream. Like, I'm gonna love the next one. No, this one is still worth it, guys. It's building and establishing, okay? Without this stream, there will not be a next one. So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. So a final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. Some homework to do. If I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not just going to sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there? Yeah, but to be fair, King, you were very hyped about even the Machina route as we were going through it because it was very interesting, so. Just saying. Nah, I'm too full to bother now. Pat my stomach for emphasis. Besides, to have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Literally, it's just Metal Gear. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food, and for keeping us company. And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Downplayed Kursai as a whole, Tom. It's pretty good, though. Pretty fun. Pretty entertaining. This much better. You know, I couldn't compare them like that. Grisaya is like a non-traditional visual novel in comparison to Katawa Shoujo. So it'd be harder for me to make that distinction. You know? Nods in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow, because that would be like predicting the future. And I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay. Bye, you two. See ya! Feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? Slightly better than what I was planning to do. Still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. Valhalla's great. Everyone loves Valhalla. Cyberpunk bartender action. Can't wait for the second one. She really does seem concerned about my health. Make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My book waits for me, and I flop onto my bed and read through the fireworks display. Eventually, all the walking around, or more accurately, the running around, catches up with me. Really am out of shape. Emmy dragged me out in the morning to run. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might just be a good thing after all. Fall milestone, Casserola? Mega Santas. You mean Mega Santas, Tom. It's something to look forward to. What? What? Dang, she's fast. What a fail, so. I forgot about these awesome That was a random scene. Form. Act 2, Emmy's butt. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very funny camera angle on that one. Marlon is beeping shatters the early morning quiet. And I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. Well, this is the censored version, so I'm not gonna see the full lewd scenes anyway. Remember, this is Twitch approved, still censored for YouTube. So go and rewatch the third lewd scene because it's hilarious. That's fair. It's funny. I mean, comedy's comedy. Class is still quite far off, but I agreed to run with Emmy in the mornings. Really. Not that interested in running as a hobby, or even as a possible life-lengthening exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through on my promise to Emmy yesterday, so I find myself throwing on some running shorts and a light t-shirt. Just save before and turn it off and laugh at it. I mean, dude, just tell me where to save a save, and I'll just go back and watch it later. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunshine causes the dew on the grass to sparkle, nearly blinding me at first. So making my way down to the track, an ugly thought strikes me. What if this is some sort of joke that Emmy's playing on me? Would that surprise me, really? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy, too. At the very least, I'm sure Emmy and Reed made a bet on whether or not I'd actually show up. Feel a sense of trepidation as the track comes into view. You're late! Well, you want me to go back and read through every lewd scene? Come on, that's a lot, man. Dude, I've enough, man. Tsukihime and Molluks have taught me, man. Lewd scenes in visual novels, not necessarily the best things, okay? You're late. Hisao is never late, Emmy. Nor is he ever early. He arrives precisely when he means to. It would seem that Emmy is already there. What a relief. Not according to my watch. We both are early, in fact. Damn, you got me there. Emmy's sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me. I don't get why that's funny, either. But, you know, you guys have fun in the chat with that conversation. He does nearly die in a field. Oh my god. Don't tell me in the third Emmy one that he like almost has a heart attack. It's hilarious. I mean, with Emmy involved, I'm pretty sure it'd be comedic. King, I think that's the point. Glad you're actually here. I was afraid that this was a joke or something. Nah, I never make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, Rin owes me 500 yen now. She didn't think you'd actually show up. I knew it! I knew it! Damn it! Why did Rin vote against me? Nice to know Emmy was on my side at least. Emmy hops off the bleachers and begins stretching out. She's remarkably lithe, almost like a dancer. Set out to stretch as well, but then realized that I don't exactly remember how to stretch properly. It's been ages since I stretched for anything. I don't count my one stint at running last week. Even then, I don't think I actually stretched beforehand. Spectre of my long hospital stay rises up again. Can't say I was all that active before the hospital stay, though, so maybe I'm just being morose. Emmy giggles as she watches me stretch out. No, Hisao. Got to hold it for longer than that. I'm trying. Kinda hurts a little. Wheeze, neek. Arms shaking. Mom spaghetti. You know how it is. I'm gonna start using a space bar on my keyboard. Getting tired of using my mouse. Heh. That's because you're out of shape. Got to get some flexibility in you like this. To demonstrate, Emmy reaches down and puts her head through her legs. God bless you, Emmy. see. Is that the sort of thing I should strive for? Of course. Flexibility is important for any runner. You'll be able to go faster the more you stretch out. It's actually true for a lot of things. Flexibility is important for a lot of things, guys. For any sort of physical activity. Just having a very flexible and loose, kind of like, you know, loose body will help, like, with a lot of physical activity. You know, you don't strain yourself. That makes no sense to me, but Emmy seems to believe it's true. With Emmy's help, I managed to stretch myself out properly. Can't help but notice that when she thinks about how to explain things to me, her mouth scrunches up in concentration. It's adorable. Fucking kawaii desu. Not bad, Hisao. Come on, better start running. We'll start off with just a mile, okay? That's 4 laps around the track, got it? Sounds fine to me. Shouldn't be too hard, right? A hazy memory of running a mile for gym class surfaces in my mind. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Emmy sets a pretty good pace and I fall in behind her. Emmy adorable? Oh my god. Emmy. I think Emmy adorable works. Emmy adorable. There you go. That's a new word, guys. New word. We're gonna add the command too. Exclamation point cute. Boom. If you use that command now, it exists. Exclamation point cute, okay? This is a cute route, guys. Try to keep up, okay, Sal? Roger. Roger. Round the first curve without incident, though I can already feel my heart rate increasing slightly. Well, I only have one emote slot, Tom, and it's this emote. Oh wait, no, it can't be that emote. Darn it, forgot. Alright, there it is. That's my emote. By second curve, I've started to breathe through my mouth. Emmy doesn't even seem to be breaking a sweat. As if to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards. Are you doing okay, Hisao? Never better. Oh, really? Maybe I should speed up then. Yo, man. When I get the sub points for a second emote, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Maybe. Actually, having an Emmy emote would be pretty fun. Oh, no. Wouldn't want you to exert yourself. The heavy panting and wheezing makes the statement less convincing than I had hoped, and he simply smiles and turns around again. You're the boss, Hisao. We'll stay at this pace. I get the feeling that I'm being mocked. My words in such terrible shape, I probably feel offended. By the third lap, my breath is coming in ragged gasps. I'm also awash in my own sweat. Gross. Dude, that's what when you exercise, that's gonna happen, man. You're gonna sweat. Round the curve to start our 4th lap, and Emmy looks back at me with a grin. Here we go. Here we go. Good to go. Anyway, she takes off at blinding speed while I stubbornly stick to my slower pace. By the time we get to the first turn, she's already rounding the second. As I struggle across the back stretch, Emmy continues running and catches up to me. Come on, Hisao. You can do it. I'd answer her, but too focused on getting air into my lungs, and ignoring the burning in my leg muscles. Yes, one day I'll have subs and a second emote slot. One day. Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But again, I doubt I can actually form words right now. And he keeps pace set with me as I round the second turn and cross the finish line. Her sprint seems to have gotten her sweating. It's actually caused her shirt to turn slightly translucent. Seems she wears a black sports bra. This is what perverts do. Here we go. Good to go. Emmy Dorable. Oh, wow. Feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at a girl's chest. My legs and chest are burning so badly I can't bring myself to care that much. Hisao is a scumbag. Anyway. You poor so no months. No fair. No problem, man. Not bad for a first effort, Hisao. Kind of you to say so. Emmy seems to be fine, if not out of breath. At least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. Must have been the sprint that did it. Hey, I've got to get a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. Then we can stretch out and we'll be all done, okay? Sounds great. My legs are on fire, my breathing is still heavy. Surprisingly, my heart seems to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose. Just put your hands behind your head. It makes it easier to catch your breath. Yeah, you want to stretch out your diaphragm a little bit. Surprisingly, she's right. Begin to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. The blur as Emmy sprints by me. I like how he is. Like, woo! Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. Tom, you know what's really funny? You said that, and you're like, I also don't have money. No, it's okay, guys. You know, half the experience is having people watching me, so the other half is, I think, people chatting. So you don't have to sub to me to. You don't have to sub to me to, you know, to support me. You could just like hang out. I care about that too. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. It's not just because she's on prosthetics, though that is interesting. The real interesting thing is the way her face changes. And the camera weirdly and oddly zooms in on it. Can only catch glimpses of it as she runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there's nothing else in the world but her and the track. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. Can't get your Twitch Prime connected, Tom? If you need help with that, bro, I can help you. I think you have to actually go to, it's either like Amazon.com. It's like Prime, or it's like the Amazon Prime site, and they hit the Twitch. Or go to, or search Twitch Prime, and then click the thing there. And Tom, if you're using, just so you know, it might be because Google security, if you're using like Google Chrome or Firefox, it might be their security is too high. You might have to use Internet Explorer because it's good. Its security sucks, which also means that Twitch can easily link accounts with like your other accounts. I had to do that to link my Twitter and Twitch together like a few months ago. Meth had the same problem too. It was really funny. He's like, what? It's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah, Internet Explorer's security. I'll use the Twitch app. Yeah, you have to do it in a browser, Tom, first. That's why. You have to you can't link your account easily on the app. You have to do it in a browser window, which kind of stings. I don't control it. I don't know why it works like that, but it does, unfortunately. Alright. By the time we got to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her. Well, I'm saying, even with Chrome or Firefox, because how the security with extensions sometimes works, or with connectivity with other sites, Chrome and Firefox both may not allow it, because of security reasons. I had that problem, and Meth also had that problem, when we try to link our accounts. So you need to remember your password? That's also very fair. So that's why I had to do it with Internet Explorer. It's kind of weird. Feeling better, right? Actually, yeah. Do you want to take another lap around with me? Got to cool down too, you know? Part of me would rather sit down and not move, but something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again. Sure, why not? Emmy's got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The positioning of her arms also pulls her shirt upwards ever so slightly. I can see a small strip of her belly. Because Hisao is a scumbag. Scumbag Hisao! Hashtag scumbag Hisao. Anyway, do my best to act a gentleman and not look, but the contrast of her skin against her red running shorts is rather arresting. As in, Hisao is being arrested right now. So, how do you feel, Hisao? Surprisingly good, actually. Sore and tired, but surprisingly good. So I say it, I realize that it's true. Sure, part of me wants to lay down and die. Wow. Jeez, after a mile? Come on, guy. I feel like I've accomplished something. It's almost like a glow throughout my body that persists despite the soreness. Yeah, that's the runner's high. Runner's high? Yeah, it has something to do with adrenaline. He thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. Then he shrugs and grins at me. I don't actually remember. It's a good feeling though, isn't it? Better than sex, right? I opened my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she just said. Hisao just had a heart attack because Emmy mentioned sex. And he watched my face for a few moments before bursting into laughter. Sorry. I couldn't resist. You're just too easy. Why did I agree to run with you again? He just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time. Oh no! Better get a move on, Hisao. Class is an hour. I need to shower. I should probably do that as well. I need to see the nurse too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late. Why do you need to see the nurse? And he points to her prosthetics as if that would explain everything. It's important to check for irritation. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. Normally I only go after practice, but if we're going to be doing these morning runs, then I guess I'll see him twice a day. Wait, so Emmy has only started doing these runs since I showed up? It's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time. Don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now. But if I didn't have a partner to run with, I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's always hard to blow off a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? So you'll be my running partner for the mornings. Both need to exercise, so it all works out, don't you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? Yes, it did. Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Emmy's pretty fun to hang out with. And she's right. I do need to exercise. Doctor's orders, even. Anyways, quick goodbye to me. Yo, how's it going, Yuki? Oha. Right, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch! You know, the meal. The middle of the day, come have it with us. Where? The rooftop. Rin likes it up there. When? Lunchtime. When else? That was a silly question. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for the completeness sake. You're out of work, but you're not tired? Well, I'll hang out a little bit, you know? It's okay, I'm also out of work. But I'm live streaming. So I guess I'm kind of working still? I guess this is considered work. Doesn't pay very well, but, you know, I enjoy it. Oh, fired! Oh, ouch. I couldn't read it. I'm sorry. I read it as tired. Well, you know, work pays you, hopefully, so it's good that you're not fired. We're allowed to spam copy pastas and stuff like that here. Tom, you're my mod. If you did it, I'm not gonna stop you. I don't mind people spamming stuff, as long as it's not Yo, here, Tom. This is my only rules, okay? Very simple. No spoilers, no racism, no politics, no excuses. Done. That's it. That's all it is. Spamming is okay. Yeah, okay. Emmy laughs and grins. I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before. Not bad, Sal. See ya. With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. Guess she's going to see the nurse first. Hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. Shock of cold water nearly kills me. I'm dying! You can spam solid in this. Yo, that was mean. Didn't I pour pink lemonade over someone's keyboard? I drink the pink lemonade, let me be honest. You have 99.9 stuck in your head? That happens. Managed to warm the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart surprisingly feels the least bothered by the run. Suppose that's a good thing, even if it does make me feel like a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least I'd have an excuse beyond I'm out of shape if my heart were bothering me. Guess I'll have to keep this running thing up, otherwise I'm sure Emmy won't let me hear the end of it. It's only after I get out and dry myself off that I realize I've only got 10 minutes left to put my clothes on and get to class. Crap. The hands on the clock finally set me free from the tedium of yet another fun-filled class. Getting up from my seat proves to be more of a problem than I anticipated. Legs are killing me from the morning's run. Maybe doing these with Emmy isn't such a hot idea after all. Yo, he just keeps flip-flopping. What a scumbag. Started to dislike Mob Psycho. Aww. So the run's giving me a hell of an appetite. Halfway down the hall to the cafeteria, when I remember that I got my lunch with me. Parents saw fit to fry me with some prepackaged stuff when I moved in. A good thing too. The channel rule said no excuses. Get it together, MC. Yo, I like these. Always packed with students headed for the cafeteria. Going back is like swimming upstream, but I've got an appointment to keep on the rooftop. It takes me a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyway. Emmy likes complete random chatter noted. Yes, very true. I'm like easily distracted, and you know, I have fun with it. In fact, I think I saw Emmy along the bodies in the hallway headed for the cafeteria. Step out of the door to the roof and take a deep breath. Anyway, the fresh air blowing against my face and body almost makes my legs hurt less. Maybe if I'm upside down. Part of me wants to be surprised that Rin's already up here. What's that going to accomplish? Things in the clouds. Couldn't you just look at them right side up? Rin rolls her eyes in something approaching exasperation. Then I wouldn't get a new perspective. Is upside down really a new perspective? Aha! That caught her off guard. Rin looks pensive. You may have a point. Maybe sideways. 10p 100. As Rin lays down on the bench to look at the sky, I give up. Fortunately, Emmy chooses that moment to burst through the door carrying 2 bags. She only takes the door off the hinges. So like one punches it, like, one punch! Sorry, it took me so long. There were a ton of people in line. She drops the first bag in front of Rin and takes a seat on the bench next to her. Buy Rin's lunch for her? Didn't work. I read it. Sometimes, yeah. I had Rin buy my lunch for me in return, but I'm not sure how she carry it. Plus, I never buy her lunch. Rin's offended by Emmy's comment. She doesn't show it. Emmy sniffs. How ungrateful of you. Poor Dorkun? Yeah, Rip Dorkun. Press F for respects for Dorkun. Damn! Emmy one punch the door. It's gone, guys. Not sure whether the two are joking with one another or if I'm witnessing the beginning of a cat fight. Two girls stare at one another for a few tense moments before breaking into smiles. Hey, Emmy. Think being upside down is a new perspective on things? Filthy Bermuda players? Anime for 25 to life? What? Oh, because I play Bermuda Triangle in Cardfight Vanguard? Dude. Idols. Okay? Idols. They'll rule the world. Did I already have this conversation? I mean, he looks thoughtful, apparently giving the question some thought. For a deep and profound pause, she speaks. I have no idea. Hashtag Tom 25 to life as well. Well, at least she's as lost as I am. Hey, Sal, you're coming to the track meet, right? Question comes out of the blue and catches me off guard. I don't know yet. Yeah? No. Lolly is not the important part. The idol is. Idol. We don't talk about the lolly. No lolly. Just idol. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm justifying here. I'm just like people are gonna search for me trying to be like, yo, that's fucking lollies, man. You're I have no idea what I'm justifying. Like, there's probably about someone that's gonna happen on this video one day, like, boop, boop, boop. What the hell is he talking about? Bermuda Triangle? Cardfight Vanguard? And they look like, wow, he plays this? What the hell, man? I've gone off the deep end. I've always been off the deep end. I swim in the deep end. That's why I know how to swim. Dude, my friend plays Nightmare Dolls. Combos, man. Wombo combos, people. I don't know yet. Honestly, Hisao, after I went through all the trouble letting you run with me in the morning, you won't even show up at my track meet? Wasn't she the one that asked me to run with her? Actually, she didn't even give me a choice in the matter. Wait, no, I didn't say that. She beams at me as if I just agreed to give her $1 million. If I had $1 million, I'd have more track meets in the year. Wait, what? Aww. No, Yuki's deck. Rip. So you will come after all. That's great. I didn't say that either. I'll be going too, so I'll make sure he comes at me. Good idea, Rin. Maybe you can get some food or something after the meet's over? I feel like I've just been conned, but not by these two. More like by some outside force pushing me irrevocably toward my destiny. Like some guy chose all the choices leading me into an Emmy route, and now I'm following it whether I want to or not. Delirious is pretty degenerate, but in a funny way. I approve. Or maybe I shouldn't read books that feature conspiracy theories so heavily. Otherwise I might wind up sounding like Kenji. Nah, man! After this live stream is done, I'm gonna order a pizza. And be wary of the feminist conspiracies! Still, I suppose that I've got to show up now. Link Joker gets lighter. I don't think I could stand against both of them being disappointed. I never hear the end of it. When is it again? Pizza time? After the stream, Casserole. It's gonna be pizza time. Next week, silly. I just told you a few days ago. No, you didn't. I forgot? Well, you won't forget to come now. Come though, will you? Of course I won't. I'll even make a note on the calendar or something. Rin nods sagely. That's probably a good idea, you know, unless time changes its course. It can do that. Rin gives a non-committal shrug. Hasn't yet, but you never know. sees gear across. Waldo! This time it's Emmy who gives a shrug. I suppose it can't be helped if it happens. Not unless you're a time traveler or something. Well, little did you guys know, Hisao's actually the master, and he's a scumbag. Please, someone contact the doctor immediately. Stop this man. You don't actually think that could happen, do you? I don't think we do we? Rin shrugs again. That seems to be our default response to everything. I suppose not, but I reserve the right to change my opinion at a moment's notice. Rin is the doctor? Confirmed. Rin will stop Hisao then. For Rin, this statement makes a disturbing amount of sense. The fact that I realize this now frightens me a bit. What if Emmy gets this feeling all the time? She does, she's not showing it though. Emmy merely nods. As expected. What's that supposed to mean? This time it's Emmy who shrugs. It's like she's using Rin's own weapon against her. Her response is the sort of thing I expect from you, that's all. Am I really that predictable? Emmy's smile seemed to border on gloating. Nah, it's just that your unpredictability is pretty predictable. Well, that's alright then. I don't get the chance to see whether Rin's being serious or not as the bell rings. I didn't notice his lunch period slipping by at all. Hanging out with these two was far too interesting. Emmy jumps up, a look of panic on her face. Oh no! I need to stop by my room to pick up my notebook for the next class. Don't you wish you had a time machine now? Rin seems rather smug as she delivers this line, like she just won an argument. Oh my god. Does the doctor give out flu shots? King, I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about that. The doctor does not give out flu shots. Dude, I'm literally the one that started with the Doctor Who references, so I don't think it's too British. Or rather, I think quite a few of my friends are into very British things. Like Blackadder. That shit's hilarious, man. Emmy ignores Rin's comment. Sorry, Sal, but could you make sure our garbage gets thrown away? I usually clean up myself, but I've got to run. Sure, no problem. When he darts away with the urgency I'm starting to expect from her. I don't bother asking Rin why she couldn't help. She already seems to be preoccupied with something else entirely as she wanders off. She's probably used to Emmy taking care of cleanup, and for some reason I doubt Emmy's ever raised the issue with her. Yeah, Blackadder is really funny. Like, I had a friend of mine who, like, owned, like, the first few seasons of it, and, oh my god, I died laughing so many times. Nah, if someone makes, like, Master and Doctor and time travel references, yeah, Rowan Atkinson is great. That's what, it's very true. I agree, Tom. If people make if time travel is referenced and the Doctor is also referenced, we're talking about Doctor Who, not generic doctors. So how it is. I didn't get to season 4 or 5. I just watched the first 3. So yeah, that was pretty good, you know. Man, this is a weird conversation. I was having fun with these conversations, man. We're just hitting all the subjects. It's because of Emmy's. You know what? I blame Emmy's energy. It's the Emmy adorable. I blame that. Emmy adorables. Cleaning up from lunch doesn't take long, so I have plenty of time to toss our garbage and get to class. Stab the doctor? No, please don't. Oh, you're gonna stab somebody's doctor? Please don't. Misha greets me with a wave and a devious grin as I walk through the door. Wah ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Thought you could escape from the Misha voice, but the Misha voice will never escape. There's no escape from Misha. Anyway. That alright? Didn't see you in the cafeteria, He-chan. Yeah, I decided it was too crowded there. Misha's grin gets even wider. Oh my god, I even did that pose! Like when she put her hands on her hips, I was like, oh yeah, I did that too. I was ready. I'm getting ready, man. Oh, really? Are you saying you weren't participating in an illicit rendezvous? What? What are you talking about? You were on the roof, right? For Rin and Emmy, no less. You Casanova, you! Give me more of that laugh. About walks out. Fish and mail. Oh, it's so funny. You just changed the F and the F. We just had lunch. That's all. Misha burst into laughter. Oh God. Sorry guys, the Misha voice almost killed me. Water. I breathe. Oh no. Yeah, I never play Metal Gear Solid 2. Anyway, Misha bursts out into laughter, drawing the attention of several of my classmates. Oh, that's a good shit. Excuse me. Wahahaha! You're so adorable when you blush like that, He-chan. She gives me a conspiratorial wink. You too young for Metal Gear Solid 2? Yeah, you know, play it when you want. Or, you know what? You can just watch a Let's Play of it while it fails, you know? Watch someone else play it. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. There's no secret! Oh! She just seems disappointed and then brightens up again. Time will tell! I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but blessedly our teacher comes in and the class starts. Literally, like, Misha's just there randomly going, nobody expects the Misha Inquisition! Like out of nowhere? Really? Another day of class has finally dragged itself to a close. Unexpectedly, I managed to stay awake for the whole day. Pretty sure that counts as a miracle. My legs seem unwilling to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. I head down the hallway and make my way to my room. Hey, creepy picture, how's it going? Sit down and half-heartedly chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking up at a particularly unsavory carcass. And that sound isn't the eating sound, it's actually him just writing. We are all too young to enjoy the purity of the Misha laugh. I'm not sure of it. Can you go one stream without Misha? Probably not. Actually, we have definitely gone streams without Misha. Just not on Thursdays. I found that funny. I thought the Misha route was fan-made. It knows this is what it eats. But it's not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done. Now let's see. What was I supposed to be looking over again? I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. It's fan-made. Fan-made Misha route? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Unfortunately, my options for distraction are rather slim. Tom, you have to make your own fan-made version of the fan-made Misha route, and it's just Misha's laugh. 2 hours. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. It's called the Shizuna route. True, I think the majority of the Shizuna route would probably have to be Misha, right? Just tagging along with it. If I go to the student council room, I'll just end up doing work for those two. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... Well, I suppose that's an option. Dude, I'm the streamer. I can't see myself out. Unfortunately, I'm stuck here. Grab my shoes and head for the track. Emmy's probably down there. No. You have to write the Kenji conspiracy theory doctrine. A 400-page conspiracy treatise. Track practice is just ending as I arrive at the track. Sun's beginning to dip low in the sky. Has it really gone that late already? What are you doing down here, Isao? Come to spy on me, have you? Give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. Didn't have anything better to do. Figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person I can think of who I could visit. 2 years of laughing? Does Kenji even laugh that much? So, I'm your last resort, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. Chance for some teasing on my own presents itself. Actually, yeah, guess you are. Emmy pouts, widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance. Kidding! I was kidding. Oh, Misha laughing, okay. So, you are down here to stalk me. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like it requires stalking. If you're not asleep or in class, you're down here, right? Emmy laughs at this comment. Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose. But you forgot about eating. I do that too, you know? I nod, conceding the point. Plus, I order Rin sometimes too. So really, I might take some effort to stalk. What do you two do together anyway? I don't seem to have a lot in common. Puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air. That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know? Oh really? Like what? And he puts her head to one side as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time. Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes. I guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl after all. But Rin? Rin comes with you? We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes this music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. She says it helps her focus. That makes a little more sense. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emmy wags her finger at me. Now, why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? We hardly know one another. So Hisawa doesn't think Rin is a girl? Not in this route. Well, Rin is more of an experience, and I think she's a hilarious one. Death by Misha failed. Get him next time. Somehow I think that's all that Emmy has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. And if you do have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? It's kind of caused Emmy to laugh loudly. Ha! That's the understatement of the year. So why? I mean, a lot better at conversation and stuff. So for you to hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. Emmy seems unusually defensive. Hey! I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes. Okay, but that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. Not even sure why I want to know this. And it's because lunch was so strange. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very Rin-ish. It's because we have similar outlooks. Sure to ask me the least likely answer to my question. That'd be it. Good job, MSC. He sells a scumbag. Scumbag is out, remember? What do you mean? It's like... Okay, Rin paints and stuff, right? Yes. I'm not sure where this is going. Well, I run. And That's why we're similar. Yeah, I could see that. Sala's a baka? He is. Lost me. Emmy frowns, as if trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reasons. Huh? You know, we follow our passions. So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art. Is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed. Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone. She says we both chase after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feeling I get from it. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, make a connection based on that. What do you mean slow down by anything? Baka couple? Isao stupid, Emmy's stupid as well. Everyone's stupid, that's not Rin, basically. One's more stupid than the other? Definitely Isao. Emmy looks surprised and points to her legs. You know, because I'm a runner, and Rin's a painter even without arms. So we respect each other's determination. Determination! Ah! Anyway. Can't constantly make that joke. I won't have PTSD from Undertale forever, guys. That's why we hang out. I think. Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me, but remembering sheepish expression, I'm not sure about it either. Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's really all that matters. I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So what's got you so into running anyway? Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and so as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby. A shadow crossed her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Did something happen between them? Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I gotta get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse. She raced off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. Seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. She rounds the track, I catch a glimpse of her face. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. And this time it's zooming out instead of zooming in. Guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. Watch her run for a little while and then stand up to head back to my room. Hey! Oi! Spots me leaving ways to catch my attention. Don't forget! Same time tomorrow morning, got it? Got it. Head back to my room. Homework beckons. We knew you'd be back because you have to do us for tomorrow's class. Why is my homework Satan? Can't sleep. Body's tired. My mind is kept awake. Staring at the ceiling in the hollow darkness of my room. Grasp desperately for a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. It's not productive at all. I wonder if this is a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm just not as used to my new surroundings as I like to think. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Knowing my body's stiffness, I get out of bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning. Last time I checked, it was only 1. So maybe I slept a little. I don't know. Throw on some clothes and head out of my room. Walk might do me some good. Surprised how chill the air is compared to the relative warmth of the day. I can almost see my breath as I wander the campus, waiting for the sun to come up or for me to fall asleep. At this point, either option works for me. I find myself at the track where for the first time Emmy's not out running. Suppose that makes sense. It's too early even for her. The bleacher seats are cold, but at this point I welcome the sensation. The sun is starting to show its face over the horizon, and I know with an awful certainty that I'll get no more sleep tonight. Fighting gold! It's a great song, yeah. Sun's steadily strengthening rays start to warm me up, and watch the dew on the ground begin to steam slightly. Mind calms down a little. Someone's shaking me. Hey, wake up! Huh? Where? What? I guess I fell asleep after all. What are you doing out here? Going to catch cold or something? From my eyes and then confronted by Emmy, who bends over me with a worried expression. Oh, well, there you go. Looks like you did not have enough characters to fit all the lyrics, but, you know. There you go. So a little groggy. Yeah, that I don't think that fit the entire message box, so, you know what? Still funny. So a little groggy, so my response comes out in a mumble. Couldn't sleep, watch the sun come up. Sounds like something Rin would say. I shrug, feeling the stiffness that comes with sleeping on a bench for a few hours. Is it? I wouldn't know. Emmy grins a little at me, at my somewhat cranky response. So, couldn't sleep, eh? Obviously, we need to run you harder today. Even though I've only known her for about a week, this seems a very Emmy-ish response to the problem. Hey, my body was plenty exhausted after yesterday. My mind was just racing, that's all. I don't see the difference. If you run hard enough, your brain gets tired too. More running. Yo, that's the answer. Emmy's response, okay? Alright. We are deeply entrenched in enemy territory. And we need to make an attack that will get through the enemy's defenses. What do you do? Hisao! I'm a scumbag. Okay, Hisao, terrible answer. What do you do? Emmy! Run! Emmy, you can't just run from every problem. No, run into it. And if that doesn't work, we'll run harder. Emmy, goddammit! That's basically Emmy's response to anything, right? You run hard enough, brain will get tired too, okay? Per Emmy. I'm seriously questioning the wisdom of doing this first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to handle my tiring brain out like this. Emmy pulls me up from the bleachers with surprising strength for someone her size. Now come on, Isao, we've got work to do. I don't actually know if I'm up to this today, to be honest. I mean, I obviously didn't get much sleep, and what sleep I got was on the bleachers. I don't know, should I really be running? Emmy glares at me. Good heavens. What are you talking about? Of course you should be running. How else do you expect to work out the kinks? You've been sleeping on the bleachers for heaven's sake. The best way to get that soreness out is to run around a little. Oh my god, Emmy's answer to everything is to run. Now stop hiding in the bleachers and get down here. There's no arguing that. I'm pretty sure she'd kill me if I didn't do as she says. Get to my feet and hop down to the track. Sun is warming things up rather nicely, I think. Emmy and I begin to stretch out, and I find myself once again hard-pressed not to stare. Sal's getting destroyed? Probably. This is how I have to wake up every day? Might be able to get used to this. You know, Hisao, it's not polite to stare. I wasn't staring, I swear. Not a scumbag. And he raises an eyebrow and considers me for a minute, as if evaluating my response. It's a brief moment where I'm afraid for my life. Rip Hisao, 2019. But then she smiles and laughs, shaking her head slowly. Honestly, you don't have to deny it so strenuously. Response, I clap my hands together and go for a change of subject. So, that's enough stretching, right? Me gives a casual shrug. Do you feel stretched? That's really how you tell. Damn Windows updates. It's true. Well, I do feel up to the run, if that's what she means. Yeah, I feel ready to go. Same as yesterday, okay? We'll just run for a mile at a steady pace. Don't worry about going really fast. Just worry about keeping the pace, got it? You're the boss. Yeah, I hate Windows updates. Every time it updates at an inconvenient time for me, I angrily tweet at Microsoft too. Like, thanks, Microsoft, you just ruined my live stream. Or thanks, Microsoft, you ruined my life. Or something. With an update. But seriously, every single time. Emmy grins again, and we take off around the track. Ellipses. Ellipses again. I can't disable Windows updates on mine because I just have the regular Windows 10. I don't have a professional or something because I was too cheap to pay the extra 80 bucks, 60 bucks, I don't remember. Then I'm going to die. I'm not even done with the first lap, my legs are on fire. Breath is coming in ragged gasps. I feel sweat pouring down my brow, and we've only just now rounded the second turn. Come on, Isao. Got 3 more laps to go. It's all your fault, Microsoft. Can't do this. Can't do this. Can't do this! I think I'm gonna hurl. Somehow we're running on the second lap, and he's not even sweating. How can she do this so effortlessly? For some reason I'm still moving. So she's like a machine. Third lap. What happened to the second? Almost there, Isao. Liar, we've got another 2. Nothing to be done. Can't do this. And he whirls around and begins running backwards. Faced with a mask of anger that surprises me. Never say that! If you say that, you'll have already lost. Keep moving. If you're alive, you can keep moving, damn it! Whoa, language. We're on the 4th lap now. She really seems to want me to keep going. Legs move. 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 I feel so sluggish. I'm in mud. Or molasses. Or tar. Can't go on. I'll go on. Final stretch, Isao. Give it all you got. Sonochi no Kyoku goes to running so good. Pump my legs as fast as I'll go. Keep refusing to obey my commands. Somehow I keep moving. Somehow I finish. That's it, Hisao. I knew you had it in you. The anger Emmy showed a lap ago is gone, replaced with pride. It's positively radiant. He's just won the gold medal or something. I stagger to a stop and fall to my hands and knees, gasping for air. My heart is pounding far harder than it has in a long time. I don't think it's done this since. Oh God. Please slow down, heart. Just slow down, stop racing. I cough and for some reason I feel a grin crossing my face. So this is how I die, huh? Trying to stay healthy? How ironic. I'm all ready to give up right there. But then I feel my heart slow down. Two hands grab under my arms and tug upwards. Look up and see Emmy standing over me with a mixture of delight and worry. On your feet! Come on! You'll never catch your breath that way. So I manage to stand. I try to raise my arms above my head, but they feel like lead. Yay, another heart murmur. Don't say yay to that! Well, actually, you know what? It's scumbag Hisao, whatever. I start to walk around the track while Emmy keeps close to me. She's afraid I'll fall over or something. She may not be far off. I feel terrible and say so. Emmy laughs. Oh my God. Oh man. So, just so you know, guys, I'm not the most fit when it comes to stamina-based exercising. Usually my limit for like doing any strenuous activity is like an hour to an hour and a half. Unless it's swimming. I could swim for forever. I don't know why. But I remember once I was visiting my friend in Boston, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go on a 10-mile run with us?" And I was like, "Sure." I will like to let you know that running 10 miles is pretty far. But I remember as I was running it, like it was like a group of people that were doing a 10-mile run together kind of thing, right? And like his girlfriend at the time, my friend's girlfriend at the time was also running in it. And literally Me and his girlfriend are the last two in this group that's running 10 miles, right? And I'll tell you, if anyone came close to being like, I feel like I'm about to die, it was my friend's girlfriend, because I kept up for that 10 miles going the snail's pace. Surprisingly, I was like, I'm not dying. I actually just not too terrible, surprisingly, but she was. I felt really bad for her. I'm just gonna say that. So you know, just you know. So when Emmy laughed, that reminded me of that, because I remember around the 7 mile mark, she said something about she wanted to like curl up and die. I remember laughing about it. Anyway, but you finished, didn't you? You said you couldn't, but you did. Isn't that worth it? I'm not sure. I don't really have the breath to say so. That small grin I felt on my face earlier hasn't left. So what if my heart's weak? Still survived this morning. Maybe I'll survive tomorrow too. So as it becomes apparent that I'm not going to suddenly keel over, Emmy takes off on her sprints. I don't know how the hell she can manage to sprint after running a mile. I guess she is in much better shape than me. Once again, as I walk around the track, I can't help watching Emmy sprint. And we get to see her face zoom in again. So in the mornings, her face zooms in. The afternoons, her face zooms out. You know how it is. It's weird, but she's like a different person when she's pushing herself. Last time I noticed her eyes, but this time it's her mouth that catches my attention. She's not wearing her normal grin. Still smiling, but there's a tightness to it. It's almost grim, like she's fighting a losing battle but doesn't care. Keep playing cards even in sleep time. She seems to be running harder like she did yesterday. Sweat has started to pour down her face, but she keeps going. Her mouth finally opens as she can no longer get enough air through her nose. You don't fight. Listen. God damn it, Tom. Dying from these card puns. She passes me once more, her legs pumping, arms swinging in time, her lips slightly parted. She looks beautiful. Oh, he had the thought. After we've both taken some laps around the track to cool down, Emmy changes back to her usual self. The transformation I saw in her is gone. Not bad today, Hisao. It's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I stopped you, haven't yelled at me. Emmy colors a little, seemingly embarrassed about her outburst. Sorry about that, I just can't stand to see people give up. Especially about something like this. Saying, I can't go on, is silly when you're obviously going on whilst you're saying it. That's what this is all about. Sal, please. Tom. Start making some Fight Club references too. Yeah, like, you know, even when it's like a spar or something like that, you know, you want to keep pushing, like it's anything you're passionate about. Continuous trap card activate. What's a continuous trap? We're never escaping from card games. I'm definitely like an HP horror in a fight, because I definitely know how to take a lot of hits without flinching. Like I know how to block attacks very well. I know how to dodge you know, like any blow that could be lethal, I could probably dodge most of those. So it's I know a lot of defensive martial arts for it. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry. Sorry, I've stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago, Yuki. Can't help it. The continuous trap is just a Stolfo? Well, that makes sense. What, saying silly things? Emmy sticks her tongue out at me. Idiot! I mean, showing that you're alive. Showing I'm alive, huh? I didn't know it had to be so painful. But it does feel pretty good despite that. Besides, this is one of the hardest days. What do you mean? Whenever you start a workout, it's difficult the first day, really hard the second day, and the third day is easier. We'll still get days that are really hard, but they'll pop up less and less. So this will eventually get really easy, huh? But then you have to increase the difficulty or you'll never get ahead. You'll also get complacent and you'll lose the sense of accomplishment. Eternal Soul. So I'll have to run more than just 4 laps, huh? Yep, but not for a while. You have to be careful, you know? Thought strikes Emmy and her face lights up. Got it! Got what? You can come with me to see the nurse. That way you won't fall over dead or anything. How charming. You don't play any continuous traps? Ha! And you made fun of me for it. It's okay, I don't play it. I think the only continuous trap I played back in the day was Gravity Bind in a in an Injection Fairy in a Gravity Bind level limit deck. So how charming. When? Right now, of course. You need a shower and everything, right? We don't have much time then. Grab my hand, she's off, pulling me along with her. My goodness, you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Emmy? I have no idea how we got to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are. Nurse grins at Emmy and seems to completely ignore me. Got plenty of time to take a shower and get to class, you know. No need to run through the hallways like that. Here you coming a mile away. I like bonding and nurse lollies. That makes too much sense. Bro, it was a direct damage deck. It was good times. The Injection Fairy lose because it's funny. Somehow it doesn't seem like he's actually scolding at me at all. His main win con was just like, lock the board, Fire Princess. No, she got banned like right after. It was like the first ban list deck. It's like this sort of routine between the two of them. When he does a passable imitation of remorse. I'm sorry. I won't ever do it again. The nurse and me both laugh at some private joke. Suddenly it seems that he notices me. Hello, Isao. What brings you here? Well, Isao's officially joined me on my morning runs. Start to explain, but Emmy cuts me off. I thought he might need to visit you so that he doesn't die or anything. Nurse raises an eyebrow in mock horror. Oh, joining her, huh? Well, you're a dead man running. Because we know you're not walking anymore, boy. Yes. That would certainly put me out of a job fast, wouldn't it? Well then, Hisao, let's have a look at you. Lift up your shirt, would you? Suddenly very conscious of the fact that Emmy is in the room with me and blush in spite of myself. Never seems to sense my discomfort, but only seems to amuse him. Bit shy, are we? Hey, come on, man. Show off the guns. Show off the guns, bruh. Makes an apologetic bow to Emmy. Sorry, Emmy. Tried to get you a free show. Doesn't seem to have worked. Emmy stiffens slightly and fires a look of annoyance at him. You're an asshole. Emmy bows to me apologetically. I'll wait outside, okay, Sal? Begin to stammer that it's not really a big deal. She doesn't have to leave, but she's already out the door, and the nurse is laughing as he watches her go. Well, this nurse, man. That was pretty hilarious. Still got it. Ha! Ha! I am an asshole. What up? I don't follow. Laughs again like he's on some joke that's over my head. And still get her flustered. It's competition of sorts we had going on for a while now. Sounds incredibly sinister to me. It seems as if the nurse realized that too. Sound a lot worse than it actually is, come to think of it. I wasn't gonna say anything. No, Right. Just fill you in so that you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here, you see. Hired on the same year Emmy started going here. Before that, I worked with Emmy during her initial rehab following her accident. Hold on, what? I had to amputate her legs after a really nasty car wreck. Nearly killed her and succeeded. Shuts up abruptly, I blink at receiving this unexpected piece of news. Well, that's not my place to say. Anyway, we've known each other for quite a while. He attacked, you protect, but most importantly, tried to get you good suck. What is that? Astolfo? There you go. Astolfo will give you guys the good suck. Enjoy that. You guys have your Astolfos. Astolfos for all of you. So we have a slightly more familiar relationship that is strictly professional. Seems embarrassed like he's done something stupid. Guess he's really worried about that. Wave a hand to let him know it's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. Promise I'm going to be discreet. I've been wondering about what caused Emmy to lose her legs. That was one of the scenarios I thought of. There were only so many ways that could have happened, but actually, hearing about the facts, it's still a little shocking. Well, thanks. Good kid, Sal. See why Emmy became friends with you. Exodia! It's quite indomitable, you know? What do you mean? Alright, Tom, get Gramps. Get him! Didn't see her learning to walk. She'd go for so much longer than the others in the hospital. She refused to quit. Only takes years to get to a point where you can even think about running again. And we did it all in about a year. Alma seems proud of her, like a father who watches his daughter win a competition or something. Dude! Yuki! You wanna know the problem with the Yugimons and why I quit in the first place? Okay. I played Exodia as my main deck. First ban list. Fucked that Exodia build. OTK Exodia. But it was still kind of doable. Second ban list. Banned like the last piece of it. I was like, fuck it. I'm not playing this game anymore. Gotcha is bad, Civ Tom. Oh, she probably have done it faster if not for the fact that we wouldn't let her. Wouldn't let her, why not? Because she go for so long that her legs would start bleeding where they met her prosthetics. It's a real concern. That's why she comes by every day after she runs. Say nothing of the risk of infection if her legs got cut up. Her prosthetics are dirty. But enough about that. If we don't get you on your way soon, and we will think you're up to something. As he says this, he gives a wink and begins checking my heartbeat. Bro, back in the day we had Victory Dragon still though. The card that won you the entire match. The entire set. He says this, he gives me a wing piece, checking my heartbeat. Stethoscope is way too cold. Really should have heated it up or something before he used it. For a few moments he leans back satisfied. Well, sound pretty good to me, Sal. Didn't have any chest pains while you were running, did you? No, not really. Had some trouble catching my breath, though. My heart was racing by the end, too. Nurse frowns as I say this, but then shrugs. Probably just because you're out of shape. If you don't improve, you should let me know, okay? Plus, I actually, like, before they ever instituted a ban list in Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, we had a very healthy format where there was, like, there was like 20 OTK decks and like 8 first turn kill decks. And I was fine with that, you know? It was fun. Magical Scientist versus Exodia. Let's do it. Who won the coin flip? I did, I win. You did, you win. Boom, done. What? You couldn't set up Exodia? Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna win unless you literally put that one card that screws my deck over. I love that format, guys. It was great. I ran Precarious Circle of Chapman. It was funny. Watching them go, fuck. Anyway. First turn kills are not funny. Well, guess what, Tom? You say it as if first turn kills don't exist anymore. Come on. I think it's a healthier meta of having like 8 different first turn kill decks, though. See? 20 years? That's a long time, man. By the time you finish a game, you're in a new meta, new format. You have a new ban list to deal with. Can't even use your deck anymore. Ours were quick, man. Yours was like Magical Scientist combo. Bro! Okay, me. Oh, look, infinite draw. Okay, Exodia win. If don't improve, then you just let me know, okay? And yeah, like the fact that there was like a bunch of different one-turn kills that required you to go second, so like your opponent could set up against them anyway. Funny. I once won against a guy who used the Megamorph Cyberstein combo to get out like a Blue Eyes Ultimate, because I just dropped the magic cylinders on them or something. Yo, chain burn sounds funny. Don't push yourself too much, and of course, if you have any chest pains, come to me immediately, right? Put my shirt back on, and the nurse leans out of the doorway calling at me. What took you so long? Now I'm going to be late. Nurse gives me a significant look. I was just seducing Sal, that's all. What? Come on! What have I told you about seducing my friends? I'd expected Emmy to be shocked by this, but instead she seems merely annoyed, scolding the nurse as if it were a child stealing cookies. Well, I try hard not to blush at the nurse's innuendo. Try not to do it again, though. Fear young Sal may be lost to the female gender forever. Not freaking likely. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Both the nurse and Emmy regarded me for a moment before bursting into laughter again. A monster Musume man is a distraction for you, Tom. That's gonna make you lose. Real men play ojamas. Yo, even back in the day, people used to say that. So I'm glad that meme is still alive. Told you it was funny, didn't I? Huh. Guess Emmy does talk to the nurse about a lot of stuff. Well, Sal, should probably get moving. Still need a shower for class starts, don't you? Crap, it's got a point. It looks like I only got a half hour. Thanks for your time. See you later, Emmy. Dash out of the room as the nurse begins to remove Emmy's prosthetics. I head down the hallway and can just barely hear his voice drifting after me. Emmy, got to be more careful. Made it back to my room and shower in record time. Occurs to me that I've already been up for 4 hours. Class hasn't even started yet. Yeah, Tom, you have to watch out. If you're distracting yourself, you're literally failing with the power of your playmat. Come on. Dude, back in our day, it was real men used the Ojama trio only. Ojama Indiegogo? What? Make Make it back to my room and shower record time. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is going to be a really, really long day. Hope I don't fall asleep in class. Katawa Shoujo. I'm still playing this game, guys. The morning sunlight streaming through my window wakes me up instead of my alarm, and I realize that it must be Sunday. May it's kindly deigned to give me weekends off from our morning runs. I don't actually know if I woke up at all yesterday, or if I just slept through the entire day. Legs grown in protest, I lever myself out of bed. All this running is really taking it out of me. So I can't deny that Emmy wasn't lying to me. It has gotten a little easier. I've been worried that the runs would start to wear on my nerves, but thus far I haven't minded them that much. Well, it's only been a week. I suppose that's plenty of time for me to start dreading the sound of my alarm in the morning. Not that I could ever skip out now. As Emmy said, it's hard to stop a routine when there's another person. Frankly, I don't think I'm equipped to deal with a disappointed Emmy. Probably giving those puppy dog eyes and I feel terrible about myself. Which reminds me, was I supposed to be somewhere today? Hey, you're coming to my track meet on Sunday, right? Oh, snap! What am I talking about? Of course you are. Right? Right. Those puppy dog eyes again. Of course I'm going. Oh, you're right. Exactly. So don't forget, okay? Crap, Emmy's track meet. Better get a move on if I don't want to miss her running, since she's the only reason I'm even considering going. Otherwise, it would defeat the whole purpose of going. And so, I soon find myself quite suddenly surrounded by a crowd of people, all turning out to see our track team compete with another school like this one. I'll admit, it's almost comforting to know we're not the only school like this. You see that there can be two schools with a bunch of defective kids. Defective. Well, stop feeling so defective. Also stop feeling unique, which in most cases would be a bad thing, but in this case it sure as hell isn't. That's part of Yamaku's appeal, I guess. Learn that you're not unique. Hell, learn there's a lot of others who would kill to be a saddle with your problems or whatever they're dealing with. Some of the kids here aren't here because they're missing a leg or they have a heart condition. Some of them might be here because they're as good as dead in 2, maybe 3 years if they're lucky. That's only if they get the right sort of care. It's a bitter sort of comfort to be able to say, well, at least I've got a chance of being alive through college, but there it is. Brought out of my rather morbid musings by the appearance of Rin near the entrance to the bleachers. You came. Of course, said I would, didn't I? That doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow through. Lots of people say things, don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs. Seemingly bored with our conversation, she turns on her heels and heads back toward the stands. I owe Emmy money now. Why's that? I didn't think you'd show up. Emmy did. So I owe her 500 yen. Do bet an awful lot, don't you? Another shrug from my armless companion. I don't think so. Enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. Came out to see if you'd come. The bet, I presume. Rin leads the way and soon we settle down on an almost empty bench. There's an old woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume? Who is this person? It's got rather long hair done up in a braid. Seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar seeming grin. Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Huh? Snack? I wondered why I was down there. The woman laughs again in a way that seems familiar. Is this Emmy's mother? Or have I seen her before? Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Meiko Ibarozaki, Emmy's mother. Yup, it is 100% Emmy's mom. Man, I don't like the fact that the extra deck is restricted to 15 cards, whatever it is. Because I used to have an Ear Hero deck for funsies with like 60 fusions. Pleased to meet you. Oh, that explains it. It's like a taller, older, and better endowed Emmy. She's like a taller, older, and Abazongas Emmy. That's what you're saying, Isao? Scumbag. Apart from her hair being a darker shade than Emmy's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Sorry, I'm Isao. Isao Nakai. Scumbag. Really, you don't have to apologize for not introducing yourself, Mrs. Ibarozaki. Need food? Same! But I'm live streaming instead. King! Tom, it's 2 a.m.? Not same! Oh. Sorry, Ben. Can't help you there. That's really Rin's job in this situation, isn't it? Mako is good. You like my Mako voice? Basically, just like a best mother in the game. Oh, she looks like she'd be a very nice parent. Plus, anybody who wears like a scarf in her hair, you know that she's hiding something, though. Just pointing that out there, guys. Another laugh from Emmy's mother. I take it you've not known Rin for that long, then. It's best not to expect her to remember something like that. She's got other things to think about, I assume. Rin nods, seemingly pleased by this assessment. It's like, yes, that's me. She reminds me of Asa's mom from Shuffle, actually. If you know who Asa Shigure from Shuffle is. And that's why I comment on. 15, I think, is actually a perfect number. But, like, I wanted 3 of every fusion, Tom. That's why. Even the ones I don't use. For E-Heroes. That's why I was sad. I had a 45 card fusion deck. Well, only 45. That gets a Rin out of 10 on that assessment. She's right. I was thinking about sunsets. Wow. Good job. Good job. Emmy adorable. You see, it's really up to us to make introductions and the like. Lack of any better response, I nod. Miss Ibarozaki leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So how long have you and Rin been dating? Oh, snap. My response consists of silence and his brain suddenly lurches into gear. Just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, his mother bursts into laughter again. Ha! You're a blusher, aren't you? Oh, that teasing! Oh, snap! I almost had a heart attack when she said that. I was like, oh, no. Anyway. I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. Maybe. Ah, bitch, I'm on the Rin route? That's actually impossible. Tom, that's actually impossible because, like, I literally didn't take your choices, remember? I followed the walkthrough. So I can't be on the Rin route. So this must be a new romance then, mustn't it? Wait, that's not the question that... Another laugh. I know. But it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry. Forgive an old woman for her amusements. Old woman? Sure doesn't look that old to me. I date her. That's what Hisao saying, right? Clearly, Emmy gets her youthful features from her mother. I suppose I can let it go. Let it go, let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. Yo, is that our classmate? It looks like our classmate that's missing the arm. Drag my attention to the track, preparing for the first sprint. I like how Emmy in particular was like, you guys are gonna see my butt, and that's all you're gonna see. New Lolly Ghost Girl hand trap. What's it do? Sends your opponent to jail. Looks like the 400-meter dash. I scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling with an almost cocky look on her face. Starter raises his pistol. Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. Yo, shouts to this girl right here who looks like she's gonna lose. That's a face of someone going, oh no! These people are actually really fast! I'm gonna lose, aren't I? That's some confidence right there. She's like, I'll stick in for the long run. She looks like she trained very well. She looks like she takes this seriously. And Emmy also looks like she's gonna probably take this seriously. It sends you to jail. I knew it. It's amazing. Even as the other sprinters' coverage on the lanes is closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, some of the other runners have caught up to with her. Their efforts come to naught, though, since the final burst of speed for Emmy leaves them at least half a second behind. Yo, what? That's a very awkward finish line crossing. Well, she didn't like at the last just kind of like, oh yeah, baby, I got this. Kind of walk over. Anyway, Miss Ibarazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Emmy bounds off the track looking pleased with herself. Cheer right along with the rest of them. Woo! Yeah! Alright! Yeah! Make those fools look like fools! The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the results. Wah-ha-ha-ha! Everyone! Wah-ha-ha-ha! Anyway. I think she's gotten faster since the last time. That was incredible. Miss Ibarazaki grins proudly. Emmy's a heck of a runner. Falls silent as the next event is being prepared. Surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Emmy's mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. From the look of things, she's right. Emmy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. Not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you never know. Which event is this? It's a 200-meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100-meter, and the relay. I see. Once again, the pistol sounds, and once again, Emmy flies off the block. A thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's Rin's foot. Seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they take very long to complete. Your foot. Foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. Seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. And looks at me quizzically. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. I just thought stuff like sports wouldn't interest you. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy as her Emmy is very often. But here you can see. See? She directs my attention toward the track again with a 100-meter dash about to start. Wow, that runner in the back looks suspiciously like the one from the 400-meter, just saying, right, you know? Watch Emmy closely. She gets onto a starter block, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. You can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. As the starter tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls up in what could be a grin and could be a growl. Oh, we're zooming in again, guys. It is the morning after all. You have to zoom in the mornings. Anyway, when The pistol goes off. It's as if she's been unleashed from a cage. She was always moving at this blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happen until the starter's pistol spelled the illusion of motionlessness. It's all over in a few seconds, but in those few seconds, I feel like I just witnessed something very personal for Emmy. So as she crossed the finishing line, a fierce look was placed by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She's really amazing. I've never seen anyone move that fast.
Well, don't look at me. I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess all came from her father's side.
To mention Emmy's father, Miss Ibarozaki looks wistful. Almost sad. Almost like he passed away in the car accident. Probably.
You got her into running, you know?
Yeah, she told me. Uncertain as to whether or not it would be rude of me to ask after Emmy's father. But after that look on her face a few days ago, I feel compelled to ask. Where's her father now, if I might ask? Emmy's mother hesitates, clearly not willing to answer the question, at the same time not wishing to appear rude. You need to sleep, Tom? Well, good night.
He isn't around anymore.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. Emmy just seemed a little sad when she mentioned him earlier.
That's not surprising considering. They were very close.
I see. Beeping noise suddenly emanates from Miss Ibarazaki's pocket. Reaching into this, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it.
Honestly, text messages? What is he, 16? Oh, nothing. I've got to go meet up with a friend of mine. Will you tell Emmy I'm very proud of her? And I'll call her later tonight.
Of course. Alright, I think that's a good spot, right? I think we made some good headway. There was a lot less skipping, a lot more reading. And, interesting. We got to see Emmy in her serious face. And, yeah, I think we had fun. We had some random conversations. But, I think it was a good visual Thursdays. Then we had some fun with Katawa Shoujo tonight. And, we'll hopefully have fun next week with some more. Alright, have fun, guys. Have a good night, all. I'll see you. Peace.